Welcome back. This is a day of great guests. Welcome back, everybody. Well, our next guest is an advocate for inclusion. She's the hearing mother of a deaf child and has gained a giant following on social media. She gets candid about parenting, whether it's child meltdowns, learning sign language, or just day-to-day chats in the car.
Easier?
Yeah.
Isn't it easier to wear it?
Anyways.
Cooper, your cochlear implants are how you hear, right?
Oppie told me, why do you wear those ones? Because I told her I use them for hearing. That's why I told her.
Yeah? You told her that all by yourself?
Yeah.
That makes me so proud of you.
Oh, come on. That's Cooper and his mom, Beth, from the popular social media account, Beth and Coop. Audience, give it up for Beth, everybody. Thank you. Right there.
Awesome. Oh, Mike's already
Oh, it's all right. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I always want to know, Coop's right over there. Hi, Coop. Hi.
Hi,
I always want to know, when did you know that this, because I'm sure you started this and weren't sure if this social media account was going to take off. When did you know, holy crap, this is taking off?
Yeah, I mean, that was never my intention heading into it. I jumped on TikTok during the pandemic, like a lot of people did. Had no idea what I was doing, just kind of posted a few videos kind of telling our story, because at that point it was kind of how I was coping. And the first video just had like tons of views, and I showed it to my sister, not the one that's here, my other sister. And she's like, that's not like a normal amount. And I was like, oh.
She had to tell you, those numbers are a little higher than normal. Yeah.
So yeah, it was probably at that point that I was like, oh, this actually got some traction.
What's the most important thing? You know, social media can be so, we've been talking about it unintentionally, can be so vapid and negative, but there can be some good. I know this sounds woo-woo, but what do you hope is the number one thing people take out of your content?
I think the main thing is that, yes, obviously, we're raising a child with varying needs, but it's the same as any other kid his age too. I mean, you can see that just from that video and the anyways. That's the biggest thing, and then also just being able to be that resource that others were for us at the beginning of this journey.
How do you deal with when we were talking about you? And again, it goes to what Paige and I have been talking about. How do you deal with people, because you're putting yourself out there, you're putting your son, you're putting your whole family out there for good, but there will be the negative Nellies out there that criticize you, especially, and I was educated, I didn't know that the implants were a controversial thing. Mm-hmm. How do you deal with that?
Yeah, I think at the beginning of this entire journey, it was definitely...
Bless you. Bless you, Coop.
The beginning of this, I didn't know that either. I mean, this was very new to us. And so that was very shocking in the beginning, seeing like people within the deaf community who did have issues with cochlear implants. And it's not the whole community by any means. It's kind of a fear of driving out their culture and their language, which is understandable. But I think right away that was more nerve-wracking for me to deal with, and like I took it personally. And at this point, it's very obvious to me that we've made the right choice for our family. I mean, he's thriving.
Isn't that the key word?
Yeah.
Choice for your family. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Paige, you're going to say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
I would never disavow that choice by any stretch of the imagination, and Cooper is obviously thriving and is very happy. But it's not just a fear of them losing their language. I think the deaf community also feels that they feel that what they have is actually special and unique and a gift. So many people in the deaf community don't see it as a disability. They see it as a precious gift they would never give away. So that's a big thing to understand too. So how did you make that choice, and who advised you, and how did you decide to go one way or the other?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's super overwhelming when you
Yeah.
have true hearing parents and
can't
suddenly
imagine.
being told that your child can't hear. People don't.
What was that like?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
What was that moment like? If you feel comfortable talking about it in front of Cooper.
I'm an open book. Yes, Cooper he's good. It was a lot. We kind of knew heading into that appointment when he was about 6 weeks old that that's what we would be told. I mean, he had a ton of markers of Waardenburg syndrome, so that's his diagnosis. Hearing loss, being deaf goes along with that. We didn't know the extent. We just knew that he had not passed his initial newborn screening, or he had referred on it. And so still getting that, like, I think I was holding on to hope that, you know, maybe it's moderate, maybe it's progressive, which in retrospect, I'm very glad that it was profound hearing loss, because that gave us a very direct path to, is he a cochlear implant candidate? Are we going to learn social media? I saw the teleprompter.
We have to go, but I'm going to give information on how you can follow Beth, and you have a book too.
Yes.
But it's stupid commercials. We've got to go. We'll give all that on the other side. Stay right there. We'll be right back. Back in a moment.
It's always my fault. It's always
No, my God, no.
I can talk forever.
I know. I could have. Oh no, stay right here. We're gonna. Welcome back. There's the book. Pick up a copy of her children's book, The ABCs of Inclusion, and a big announcement.
Yes, I actually got picked up by a publisher, so it's getting republished, re-illustrated.
Yes! We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. Welcome back. So here's the deal. I like making people happy. Coop has been so great. All Coop wants is to touch the lights on the floor over there. So that's how we're going to end the show. Go. You can bring Coop over to touch the lights. Go get the lights, Coop. Go get the lights. He just wants to touch the lights on the floor. There we go. Best ending ever. Go out there and be yourself, everybody, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.